Even tucked down in a basement in the deepest part of the killbox, the sounds of battle leached through the walls. Drow Mok paced back and forth, his longbow clenched in his right hand, his eyes on the ladder. If not then, when? The city had come to life, hadn't it? Wasn't this what he'd been praying for years? So why did he hesitate? The man who called himself Mockery turned his back on the ladder and faced the plain stone wall on the other side of the basement. It was the curse of the hopeless rebel to work in darkness, to live his life in the actions of others and fight a war of machinations and secrets. He'd forgotten how to take action for himself. What if the League won? Didn't Starfall need him? Need his movement to wait in the shadows? If the battle was lost, someone would have to stand still against tyranny, if you could call what he did standing at all. He shook his head. And what if they won? What if those strangers and the people of Starfall threw off the yoke of oppression and took their country back from that cabal of wizards? What if the people threw the machines into the fires and their chains with them? Would there be a place in the new Starfall for him? Or would Kevoth Kul, or whoever replaced him, still see the Mockery as an enemy of the state? He'd been a thorn in so many sides for so very long, there was no reason to think that victory would bring with it forgiveness. Drow Mok took a deep breath and slung his longbow over his shoulder. These were a coward's thoughts. It didn't matter if Numeria forgave him. It didn't matter if people needed him in some hypothetical future, and it didn't matter if he fell in battle or after, as long as he did everything he could to fight for his people. This was the moment he'd been born for. This was the culmination of every hope and dream. He'd hesitated long enough. The man they called Mockery climbed the ladder rung by one. It was time to get to work. This is Pod Against the Machine.
Pod Against the Machine.
Welcome back to Pod Against the Machine, the only Pathfinder actual play that feels like a sandbag full of shattered bones. I'm your host, and here's some people.
I was going to say, the French say the spirit of the staircase. Right after I let that go, I was like, God, should have set a pillowcase full of Hot Wheels and hamburger meat. Hello.
Hello. I don't know what to say to that.
I was going to say, no one else is speaking to me right now. Well, last week on the program, the party, after gathering themselves a little bit from Vargas's death, popped into a store real quick to buy a wand so they could heal themselves up because, they weren't looking great after their first fight. Then they took off through the city, fighting their way against the Technic League's hirelings and robots, working their way around towards the sounds of the heaviest fighting, which appeared to be coming from the Grit Forge. There they found Madboar's salvage yard, a junkyard in the middle of the city, where a lone dwarf was throwing bombs at a group of hell giants. The party quickly joined into the fray to assist this dwarf and helped him dispose of the hell giants and the Technic League captain, Nalkiai, who was working with them. She tried to seize control of them magically, was assaulted briefly by a mysterious masked stranger, shot a couple times with a crossbow, and then Esky just ran over and punched her in the face so hard she fell unconscious and killed her while she was unconscious. Cassius executed...
Like heroes do.
Yeah, like heroes do. Cassius executed a hill giant while a Myrmidon robot came down and engaged with this mysterious stranger and Madboar. And then another Technic League captain and a few Khalid hirelings that appear to be working for him appeared from the south. The captain pointed a finger at Cassius, cast a magic spell, and fired that signature green ray of disintegration. disintegrating a second of our heroes. Quite suddenly. That's where we are now, right at the end of round 4. Our Technic League captain, who just arrived, has just killed Cassius. Brings us to the top of round 4, where Eshki is up in the north side, having just finished off Nalkiai, and she's, just watched a guy kill a recent friend of hers.
That's true. And she is gonna charge the old wizardy-doo down here. Oh, he looks particularly spiteful. He's got the little, separated, articulated mustache with, a little soul patch and a goatee. Like true evil wizard, generic facial hair. All right, Dragon Style is still active here, but I am going to charge through a couple, and by a couple I mean 3 different Kelid Mooks areas of threat zone.
Threatened threat
into the
zones.
danger zone. The threatened threat zone. So I'll bop over here. But I'll let you resolve them first.
All right, we've got 3 threatened threat zone stabbins. The first one is bad. We're looking at a 23 to stab.
23 does not hit.
This one's better, a 33 to stab.
33 will hit my AC -2. Is it -2 while I'm performing the charge,
Yeah.
or is it just after? Okay, I assumed it was, yeah. Then that will hit my AC -2.
All right, 17 piercing from that long spear. And the third long spear, we're looking at a 35.
Yeah, that also hits for sure.
And we are looking at 19 piercing. Good roll on that last one.
Nasty. Yeah, those are some pretty juicy damages you got there. All right, sick. Well, I'm here. But hey, again, I'm not in pummeling style just yet. Doesn't matter. You know what I can do at the end of my charge? An attack or an attack equivalent action. I'm going to trip you. I bet your CMD is great.
Oh, probably.
Probably awesome. So this 6 that I rolled with a 39 is clearly a wash then.
Yeah, it doesn't beat it by much more than 20.
And then because I still have Vicious Stomp all the time, that's an attack roll as you are going down. Do have, for folks at home, it has been a week, but Cassius's inspiration still lingers. That is a 43.
Yep.
All right. And that is 32 points of damage.
He doesn't like that.
Was not designed for him to like. And that will be the end of Eshki's turn.
Well, it's good to know. He knows that you don't like that. Well, let's see. He's gonna. We're going to a robot, and the robot's got to make a decision. And it can hit 2 guys from here, but if it moves, it can do more hitting. I guess for now, it's just gonna do a whip on each of the Mysterious Stranger and Madbore. It has decided not to move. Does a 40 hit touch on this Masked Stranger?
A 40 does in fact hit touch, believe it or not.
Weird. It's weird that does. That is 7 force damage. Just a little laser whip kind of slappy doodle there. Doing the same to Madbore, that is a natural 20. That will confirm. Madbore might be the next death here. He's okay. He's not dead, folks. It's a good thing that was just those whips. He doesn't look great. It's gonna bring...
Not fan favorite Madbore.
Yeah, everybody loves Madbore. He's got warts. He lives in a junkyard. On initiative 24, a Kelid man with short cropped hair and partially shaved head, some kind of metal plate embedded in his head, comes running in from the east. Eshki, I don't think can see him. She would recognize Mockery. I don't know that anybody else on the field would. He runs in. He's got a longbow, and just like he does some quick math, and he's going to fire that longbow at the Myrmidon robot. Yeah, that's going to hit. All right, he does a nice chunk of damage to the Myrmidon robot with a big arrow. And that'll bring us to the Perky Gladiator. The Perky Gladiator, who stopped before, is not stopping now. He is 5 foot stepping. I guess he can't get a flank with a wizard because a wizard's just, a wizard. Instead, he's just going to start stabbing the lady that ran by him. He's in a rage. He's mad. That is a natural 20.
Oh, no.
To confirm, we have a 31.
Yeah, that confirms.
All right, I'm going to roll this in a guy because D4s. That is 34 stab damage.
Wild.
And the second stab is certainly going to miss with a 16.
Whew. It hurt.
All right, well, on initiative 19, I think we have another stranger running in from that same side.
Yeah, running in from the northeast, just behind Mockery. Running is maybe not the word of choice. More lumbering, as this massive humanoid figure, you presume, in full plate, with a tower shield emblazoned with a winged bastard sword, just comes thundering onto the battlefield. He is going to run up just in front of the, I guess up here, so his better line of effect, because he sees that Eshki is getting rocked. And as a swift action, he calls upon the might of Regathiel, and the tower shield that he's holding bursts into flames and flies away from him to in front of Eshki, interposing it between the wizard and Eshki herself. So you could just go ahead and increase your AC by 11 for the time being.
So many.
Thank you. Whoa.
Oh, you're welcome. And then as a standard action, he will point at you and cast a healing spell of the cure critical variety. So here comes 48 plus 15. Not bad. 35 points of healing.
I have 100% more life than I did before. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, so the gunslinger is going to do another full round attack. First three are going to be at Mr. Robot again. A 36.
Yep.
It's going to be a miss, I think. That's a 30 even. Is that a miss?
30 even will miss.
Okay. And that is another 7 on the die at a lower thing, so that is also going to be a miss. So only one hit on the robot. And then for the last of their 4 attacks they get with their full attack, they raise the other gun and are going to fire it at this guy behind the robot. And they are going to use 2 abilities. They're going to first use a point of grit to ignore all cover that he has, since we're shooting through the robot, so that's not going to matter, and the scrap heap and all that. And then use a 1-a-day ability I have from one of my equipment things to add a plus 20 insight bonus to this roll.
All right. He does get a plus 4 bonus from being prone.
That's fine. Does that plus 4 stop a, let's see, so that's a 13 with a 17 on the die, so that's a 30 plus 20 is a 50.
That'll hit.
Oh.
Okay. And using the third of the abilities that I have there are use upable abilities. I'm using a 1-a-day ability on this gun that I'm firing, which turns the bolt that I'm shooting into a screaming bolt, which means he as well as all 3 of the gladiators, but not the robot because it's not a living creature, have to make me will saves.
All right. His will save is a 19.
That's a pass. They're pretty much probably only going to fail on a nat 1 because screaming bolts are not a super high level item.
How we feel about an 11 from the determined gladiator?
That is a fail, so that one is shaken.
Not stirred. All right, the cavalier gladiator. We got a slightly better roll. How about a 14?
That passes exactly.
So the 13 the other guy rolls is not going to do it then.
Yep, so he is also shaken for a round. And then let me do my damage. So we had 1 hit on the robot. So that is 25 on the robot. And he will do his hardness like normal. That's just a regular bolt. And he's also going to take a d6 of electricity, so 3 points of electricity. And then the captain is going to take 24 points of damage to the Technic League captain.
He doesn't like that either. He's suddenly having a worse day than he was earlier.
And that will be their turn.
Okay, the Cavalier Gladiator is standing where he's got a clean shot for a full attack at Madbor, so he's going to full attack Madbor. First one's actually going to miss. Maybe the first time that Madbor has been missed. The second one is not so lucky. But he does do minimum damage, so living perhaps on borrowed time. But he's still up. It is his turn. He is going to turn around and throw a bomb directly at the guy. Oh, he's gonna be smart about this. He's gonna take a 5-foot step back so that he can't get stabbed before throwing that bomb. Throw a bomb at the guy who shot him, which will splash onto the shaken buddy next door. So Cavalier gonna take some damage, and then Determined's gonna make a save, natural 20, so he's only gonna take a little bit. And the Ill Hill Giant is still unconscious, weirdly. Let's see, the Determined Gladiator, he's a little scared. He's gonna 5-foot step down toward Eshki. He doesn't know what that weird floating shield is. He thinks he can hit her. How's a 31 do against magical floating shield, Eshki?
It is 10 shy of meeting and beating. But it would have hit me if it wasn't on me. So like that would have hit. So thank you again, Jeff.
2 thumbs up.
The second one is only a 17. Does a 17 find a secret hole in her armor?
I don't think Ragathiel has particular favor towards the number 17. So
No.
Weird. Let's see. Our wizard friend is not in the most favorable place. He is on the ground. He hates this. He hates this very much. He's just gonna roll to cast defensively, and then he's just gonna boop up onto a trash pile, far away from the mean punchy lady. And his turn immediately ends, so he doesn't even get to stand up. Eshki, mean punchy lady, you're up.
Well, my main punching bag is gone. So 5-foot step in between these two mooks and Brawler's Flurry. Which one of them looks more hurt from a cursory glance?
Let's see who we got. Determined and Cavalier. Cavalier looks a little bit more scuffed up. Oh, that's... Perky is the other one. Perky is unharmed. Determined is a little tiny scratched up. They're both pretty fresh.
All right. We're going to start on Determined, and then we'll move to Perky. Okay. So is this the last round of lingering performance?
Yeah.
Or okay. Like literally makes me sad to say that. Like there's something about the finality of that. All right. First one. Actually, she's free action gonna give herself a little tap of the haste boots as well. Why not?
2 crits in a row.
Yeah, that was 2 consecutive natural 20s. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh no, I was too busy just like literally looking at the. Yeah, no. Wow. Okay. So
You have no idea how good these guys' AC is. You're never going to confirm this.
You might kill all 3 of them.
all right, and those were both at my lowest. Bab. So the first one was 27. Second one was 24.
Those would both be crits in Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
God.
You really might kill all 3 of them.
No.
These guys
All
are
right.
built for a specific thing, and it is not armor.
All right, so I'm just gonna keep rolling the damage here, and we'll move from one to the other. So the first one there is 31 points of damage. Then 20 points of damage. So that's hit 1, hit 2, and then hit 3. It's 29 points of damage. Hit 4. It's 29 points of damage.
He's dead.
All right, excellent. Then it's going to turn to Perky, and this is where the crits go. So first one, I mean, I assume that they're all going to go through, but I'm just going to roll each crit separately. 46 and 48 respectively. So 94 points of damage.
All right, he's still up.
And then Eshki will look at their new companion who gave them a wicked sick interposing shield and a lot of hit points and just hoot and fist pump. And that's going to be the end of their turn.
All right. Well, the interested Myrmidon robot is going to... It's going to fly on down into the face of this masked stranger and just try to grab with those pinchy claws, you know? It's a natural 20.
No.
To confirm the crit, we have a 31.
Never mind. I'm thinking of to grapple. It's
Oh,
no 31 doesn't beat my AC.
Okay. So only 16 damage on the normal hit. Then the grapple, I'm afraid this is probably going to be worse. 48? Does 48 grapple?
It does, but not by much. Believe it or not, that beats it by 7. I have a very high CMD.
Well, high as it may be, you're locked in.
Yep.
All right, and Mockery is, let's see, he's got a bow. He's standing here. He's looking around. He does see that there is a Technic Leagueman up on a hill right by him. So he's going to shoot him a few times, I think. That feels like the kind of thing Mockery would do, since he has been opposing the Technic League for a long time. Oh, he's only going to hit him once. But he makes it count. He does some real damage there. It's hard to hit a prone fella. The Perky Gladiator is less perky now than he was, and he is still shaken. He's going to take a 5-foot step away from Eshki, and then he's going to try to stab her a couple times. I have a feeling I know how this is going to go. 31. 31 to stab.
Well, still 10 too shy. But I mean, there's a 20 on every die.
21.
I mean, for that to rhyme.
21 to
Nope.
stab.
It's going in the wrong direction there.
Uh.
Yep. That is 20 shy.
All right, our magical shield fella. What you do?
Yeah, MSF is up. And he will... he'll keep the shield over at Eshki for now. He doesn't feel in the moment that he needs it personally. And seeing as this giant fella here is still unconscious, he looks over at the prone wizard that just booped over here, and you just hear this like rumble from his helmet as he says like, "No more tricks." And does this wizard have spell resistance?
Let's pull up his stat block. Let's see if he has spell resistance. No, I don't see any.
Oh, sick. Because I just cast Dimensional Anchor on him. So let me make a ranged touch attack.
He's still prone.
Yeah, maybe I didn't think through the touch attack part, but we'll try. It's still touch. What a horrible time to roll a 2. That's only a 15 against touch.
15 does not hit his ranged touch while prone.
Yeah, I had one good impressive round, and now it's back to Jeff has to roll. Made the mistake of rolling a dice. So
It's the secret of
Womp womp.
casters is you always make the other person roll.
yeah, well, I've never tried to dimensionally anchor somebody before. Now I have.
That was a rough go of your first start, though. A prone wizard on a pile of junk is not exactly where you want to cut your chops on the dimensional anchor.
No. If I had to pick a chop cut in place, it wouldn't be there.
It wouldn't be the old prone wizard on a pile of junk.
Nope.
That's advanced dimensional anchoring. Mysterious stranger.
So I can fire this crossbow in melee at him without provoking attacks of opportunity, and it's a one-handed light weapon, which means I can use it while I'm grappled. So I'm just going to fire 4 times directly into this thing's face while it's grappling.
This is hacks. You are hacking, and it is illegal.
Hey, he has the right to bear arms.
Okay, so first one is not going to be a hit. I don't think. That is a 25. No, that's definitely not a hit.
Nope.
That is a 6 off the die. Second one is a 15 off the die, though, so that is a hit. Third one is a 3 on the die. You know what? I'm going to spend a grit to make that a against touch. So that's going to be a 17 against touch. Does that hit his touch?
That'll hit touch.
Okay. And I'm going to spend another grit. I'm using up all my things. So that is an 11 plus a 9. So that is a 20 against touch.
That'll also hit.
Okay. So 3 hits. And because a clustered shot, you'll only take his hardness out once. So 3d4 plus... Add another 42 points of damage stacks. I forgot to do that. I forgot to triple the 21.
So 69 damage.
Yes. Oh, nice.
Nice.
And then 3d6 of electricity. 8 points of electricity damage.
All right, I'm going to break out a calculator because my brain decided it's too late to do math. Okay. It did a lot of damage to it. It's still, it's still a big flying robot. It's still holding on to you.
But that'll be their turn.
All right. Well, the Cavalier Gladiator here is feeling pretty bold on account of he's not as hurt as anyone else. He's going to step into the flank on Eshki and give her one big stabberoo. Does she still have that plus 10 or plus 400 armor?
Indeed.
There's a plus 11 shield.
I would prefer if she didn't have that still. So 35 to hit. Oh, 37 with the flank.
Still nope.
Dang, that's such a good roll.
I know, but it's a really good shield.
That's such a high number.
I know, but it's such a big shield. It's got a really cool freaking bastard sword on the front with wings.
Number don't get much higher than that.
It's like the thing you'd put on a Camaro and listen to sick metal in.
Man, he survived one of my best numbers. All right, Mad Boar. I think with his particular hatred for robots, he is getting low on bombs, but he's going to throw one at Big Robot Friend. That will hit. He didn't expect this fight to go 6 rounds. But, you know, he does a little bit of damage to the robot. He forgot that the hardness doesn't, you know, it counts for energy damage. We are on round 6, which means that the ill giant has been unconscious for 5 rounds, and that means he's conscious. Oh, yeah. He wakes up. He gets up. And he can...
That provokes.
It would provoke, except that he's got 2 ranged guys near him. He's going to roll it.
And me.
Oh, you're there? Oh, yeah, right. I see the generic token, and I'm like, I forgot that you were there. Yeah, you can make with the stabbing, if stab you can.
He just might with the bastard sword. That's a natural 20.
That'll play.
To confirm, a 24.
24 confirms.
Oh yeah, here comes big time damage. Asterisk, not big time damage. That is 19 points of damage.
Ooh, he's looking quite rough, but he does survive that. He's gonna slam you. He's gonna smash you with a big old meaty hill giant fist, and he's got a natural 20 of his own.
No.
Okay.
To confirm, though, is only a 17.
Oh no.
So 15 damage on the slam.
Okay.
And the insightful Technic Leagueman, who is up on a pile there. I think he's going to stay prone because he likes the defense that gives him. He feels like if he stays down low, nobody can hurt him. He's probably right. He's probably safe forever. Let's see. What are we looking like here for distances? I think what he's going to do is just sort of... I guess I should pull up the description of the spell rather than trying to do it from memory, as he is going to magically summon an area of extreme cold in a cone-shaped burst, avoiding his giant friend. I will need reflex saves from our new friend and also Mockery. Bad save for Mockery. How about our new friend with the bastard sword?
Such a bad save. We're looking at a 14.
Oh no. Alright, we got 2 fails, so we're gonna roll damage. I'm totally prepared for these things.
Yeah.
Cold damage. 46 cold damage.
Oh, it's chilly.
It's not horrible. Yeah. That's actually not bad for Cone of Cold. Was that low rolls?
Wasn't the greatest rolls. And Eshki, you're up.
All right, Eshki hates the flank. Eshki snarls her teeth because she hates wasting time with these stupid meat shields. And with that, hits them with a flurry of blows. I am also going to turn power attack on. So let's try that instead. See if I can just end this quickly.
This has all been Sans power attack. That's very disturbing.
Yep. But I do no longer have Inspire Courage here. So this is my first round like that. So, oh, nat 1 on my first roll. But a nat 20 on my second roll. Then, 28 and a 24. 24 and a 32.
That's another 20.
Oh, that's another 20. So I'll roll my low 20 again first. Oh, yep, that's a 31 to if that would hit, that would be a 31 to confirm with the 19 off the die.
Yep.
And I'll re-roll the one at my highest. Babby, 14. So that's 36. So it's
Yep.
not one crit, hit, crit. No, whatever. I'm gonna just start rolling here. Okay.
It's effective.
So
It's effectively 8 hits.
yes, I believe it's effectively 8 hits as I am reading this. So that would be 8d. Oh my god.
Are we at like cure levels of?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just make sure that's the number. 215 points of damage.
His entire family dies.
Oh, no. Oh, they were all evil, I hope.
Yeah, I mean, one of them was learning to be an evil wizard in Taldor. One of them was actually a ghoul in the plane of Lang and dead as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did a lot of good with those. Yeah. Well, thank you for making those crits feel special for me. And that's probably the happiest hoot of them all she's going to give at this point, and that will be her turn.
All right. The interested Myrmidon robot is interested in killing this guy that keeps shooting it, so it's going to release the grapple such that it can take a full attack. First one is a 44.
Yes, that is a hit.
All right, we'll roll to grapple first just to see 35 versus CMD.
That is a fail.
All right, so it didn't grapple you there. Claw number 2, 41.
Did it do damage on that first one?
Yeah, I guess I can do damage. I was gonna do them all smashed together like you guys
sorry.
get to do, but
Yeah,
no,
no.
whatever. Sure, no. 17 damage on that first one. 41 to hit on the second claw.
Yes.
Same roll on the grapple, so you're not grappled this time. 14 damage. 41 versus touch on the first quantum lash.
Yeah. Is that 3 41s in a
Yep.
row?
That is 9 force damage. Can we get another 41? 42. And that is going to be 7 force damage. But you're not grappled.
Yay. I'm also not in triple digit health anymore.
The envious mockery is feeling envious of Eshki, killing all these people, and he's going to try to shoot himself a wizard. It's going to miss. No, yeah, he misses on the first one. I thought for a second it was touch AC. Second one's going to hit. Third one's going to hit, so he's finally got a couple hits here.
Yeah.
All right, he does big time damage to the wizard. The wizard looks bad. The wizard is sad. He looks bad. He's getting mad. But it's not time for wizards. It's time for perky gladiators. Perky gladiators who are going to take 5-foot steps forward to stab Eshki with spears. Knowing that this works really well. That is a 32 to stab.
32 does not hit.
Natural 20 on the second one.
Oh, that's got to get through.
Natural 1 on the confirm.
Certainly doesn't confirm, though.
So it's not a crit, but he does manage to get a hit. Big time stuff. That is 15 piercing damage as he stabs you.
You'll only take 12.
That's not right.
What a hunk.
All right, mysterious stranger who has made Eshki basically unkillable. What's your plan?
Speaking of unkillable, maintaining the shield, he is going to stride over here, which would provoke, of course, from our giant friend.
23.
No. Insufficient there. So he got within 30 feet of Eshki, Madbor, and himself, but not, I don't think I can also get, not quite close enough for the masked stranger. But he will selectively channel 22 healing to Mockery, himself, and Eshki. And Madbor.
Nice.
Sick. Thank you.
That more than doubles Madbor's health.
Yeah, I thought it might. And then as a swift action, just to make sure he keeps himself extra healthy, he'll expend some fervor to heal himself for... Ooh, that was awful. 13 on 5d6. I'm glad that wasn't the channel. Oh well.
All right, Jiro, you're a masked stranger with a robot in his face. Or their face.
They are going to turn off deadly aim, especially since the lingering song is gone now, because they are not hitting this thing as much as they need to, so we're not taking that -4 anymore. Because I know it's more damage, but it ain't worth it. More damage if I actually hit. That is a 33 for the first one.
Yep, that hits.
That's only a 2 on the die for that one, so that's only going to be a 26. That's not going to do it. That is 19 plus 14. That is another 33, so that hits. And final one is only going to be a 25, so 2 hits. So that's only going to be 30 points of damage, which you'll take your hardness off of, and then also 10 points of electricity.
All right, this robot looks nearly broken.
And that will be my turn.
All right, Madbor would love to kill Steel on the robot. However, he has now learned his lesson on throwing bombs at robots and how it doesn't work well at all. So he's looking at a giant. He's looking at a barbarian down there. I think he's going to throw it at the barbarian. And he will hit. Let's see if he can kill the perky gladiator. He doesn't quite kill it. The barbarian remains down there. Which brings us to our ill hill giant. He's going to roll a d6 to see who he's hitting, going left to right. Madbor, New Fella, and Mockery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a 3, so he's going for the new guy with his 2 slams. Nope. Oh, that might do. That might play. 32?
No. Even without the shield, that does not hit.
Oh my god.
This is just
The apotheosis of Jeff's unhittable characters has
the
come.
ever-escalating Jeff Invincible characters has reached critical mass. So I guess what he's going to do is summon great magical hailstones to pound down upon people in the area. We're going to make a 20-foot radius cylinder here. We don't want to hit our barbarian. I think that we're calling the hill giant a loss here, and we're leaving the barbarian. So
He's a write-off.
yeah. So we got everybody. It doesn't seem like there's a save here.
I'm pretty sure if this is like Ice
Yeah,
Storm,
it's
it's,
Ice
just like Stone Call. It's just like 2d6 or 4d6 or whatever.
Yeah, 8 ice damage
3d6.
for everybody in the bucket, and 8 bludgeoning damage, and 12 cold damage. So 20 total damage.
Not bad for the spell level.
And you still have DR3, Eshki.
Oh, sick.
That is the end of the giant. Top of round 8, Eshki is up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take an AO. Oh, I mean, at this point, I don't care. I'll take an AOO. Again, I know this is supposed to be difficult terrain, but I haven't left Dragon Style. So, I'm gonna charge on over here. So feel free to stab me with a little
33 to stab.
perk. Still don't do it. Still not gonna do it. So, runs on over to the Myrmidon.
Does a 34 hit you touch?
My touch?
Yeah.
Yes, does hit my touch.
The Myrmidon's going to whip you on the way in, just to the tune of 8 force damage.
Ow, 8 force damage. Oh no. And, alright, now that I'm here, it would be funny to trip you, but it would honestly just make it harder for my friend over here. So, I'm just going to give you a big whack. Big old punch. Ooh, not a great roll. Only a 27 to hit.
27 will not hit.
Should have taken power attack off. Jeez. Alright. So yeah, that's it. Charged over. Missed. That was a 3 for folks at home for a 27. Alright, and that is the end of Eshki's turn.
All right. The interested robot is interested in killing this lady that just tried to punch it. So it's going to split time between its two flanking foes here. First, claw on Eshki. We do have a natural 20.
Oh yeah, that's definitely going to hit.
To confirm, that is only a 32, which I don't think does it.
Nope. Not even with a -2.
14 claw damage plus the free grab. 45 to grab.
No way. Kidding me? The CMB's 50 for grapple.
Oof. That's a shame. Well, it's clawing the mysterious stranger next because it's got 2 of them. That is a 37 to claw.
37, and I think it does hit. Yes, it does.
All right, 17 claw damage.
Okay.
And 38 to grapple.
38 does not grapple.
Man, nobody's getting grappled. Well, now you're getting force whipped. That is a 41 to force whip.
Yeah. 41 does, in fact, hit touch.
That is 7 force damage. And only a 39 to hit Eshki's touch AC.
That does hit my touch AC.
Weird. 5 force damage.
Alrighty.
That'll bring us to Mockery and his never-ending quest to shoot the wizard on the hill.
He could just march up and just like beat him to death with his quiver.
He probably could, but
point.
he just rolled a natural 19, so I'm pretty sure this is the end of the wizard. Missed on the second one, missed on the third one, just for fun. Because it doesn't matter. That is one dead Technic Leagueman.
Yeah.
This Mockery got to do something. The perky gladiator just witnessed his boss get killed. He witnessed his friends get killed. He's going to run away. I think he's going to full withdraw on his turn and just run right out of here. Because he knows which way the wind is blowing here. All right, Mysterious Stranger number 2, the Magical Shield one. You're up.
Magical Shieldman is going to keep that magical shield up on Eshki, and you can actually feel from the shield this. It's like the combat is pleasing to the shield, and you feel an extra blessing of destruction. So you'll be able to, for a minute, add a +7 morale bonus on your damage rolls.
So sick. Yes.
So that'll be a standard, and then he'll just. Then we can, because this is all difficult terrain now. I could just walk through Madbor. We're allies.
That's presumptuous.
Yeah. Well, does Madbor try and stop me?
He doesn't, but he's mad about it.
Okay.
Okay, the other mysterious stranger is looking at thing. I think I've been doing less attacks than I get, because 2-weapon fighting doesn't just reduce the negative for attacking with a secondary weapon. It looks like it gives you an extra attack with it. Am I reading that right? So if I have greater 2-weapon fighting, does that mean I should have been getting 3 more attacks than I was taking? Just at like super low bonuses?
Yeah, each 2-weapon fighting gives you an attack with your offhand weapon.
Okay. Yeah, I was originally reading it as it just reduced the negative you have with it, but it also, like, none of those would have hit that, though I guess if they were natural 20s, they might have, but... So, first 4 shots with the shocking crossbow. That is going to be a 34.
Yep.
A 36.
Yep.
16 plus 19, that's a 35.
Mm-hmm.
And a 30 even, which I think is a
Yeah,
miss.
30 misses.
Okay, and then with the offhand one, the first one of these is going to be 6 lower than what it's actually showing on here. So that'll be 20, 19, 17, 17, 17. That is 34.
Yep.
That is definitely not a hit because that's below 30. And final one, that is a 7 on the dice. That is 100% not a hit. So we have /R. That was 4 hits. Okay, so that's 44 plus 55. Because of clustered shots, that'll all be one thing. And then 3 of those were with the one that gets electricity damage. Okay, so that is 66 points of damage and 9 points of electricity damage.
That's the end of the Myrmidon
Wow.
robot.
Yeah.
Nice. I would have killed him a lot sooner if I'd realized how that 2-weapon fighting worked.
All right, you are out of combat as you have finished off this massive array of enemies.
Eshki is going to immediately go over and try to gather Cassius up into anything, just out of respect, at the very least. Not knowing what his final wishes are and hoping that maybe he can divin that from talking to the party members. But knowing that he shouldn't be left here. Mumble something about losing too many of the good ones for this.
Mockery says, Eshki, I'm surprised to see you here.
Well, there were wizards to kill. As you know, you took one of mine. I'm just kidding. Nice to see you, Mockery.
I don't believe I know your friends here. Madbor, obviously, I know, but strangers.
Strangers to me as well, but I mean, I'd say companions given what they've done for us in battle. Thank you again for this. She keeps trying to, it's like orbiting around her, and she's just kind of trying to grab it and keeps missing. She's like, I assume you can get it back. I can't somehow catch it.
Yeah, and he recalls that shield to him, and he nods and kind of lifts up, takes off his helmet, so he's just kind of mop the sweat off his brow because it is hot battling in this smog-filled city, and you see a kind of a nearly angelic features on this guy with a kind of a blondish crew cut, and he's just and he kind of chuckles at you trying to catch the shield. Any righteous battle is one I'd participate in, of course. I am Zed.
Eshki.
Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for saving my butt back there. I'm known around here as Mockery, but I suppose perhaps I don't have to use that name for much longer.
And you?
Yeah, and the weird, tall, four-armed person is, like, rummaging through the robot. And they'll look up when you address them.
Some sure shooting.
And you, the thing you are doing with your fists, very impressive.
I call it killing. Pleased with that.
You are fighting against the Technic League, I believe they're called, correct?
I sure am. These guys seem like it. I know that guy is, points at Mockery.
Have been for a long time. And Mad War says, I was just fighting against the punks who tried to encroach on my dump, but he pats his sort of bandolier, which is all empty. I guess I kind of, have fought about as much as I can fight today, unfortunately.
Stay here in case one of us dies so we can come back as Mad Boar.
Yeah.
That's more than enough.
I'm sure a piezo-created dwarf alchemist has just amazing stats and is not a really poorly built character.
He's totally appropriately leveled for this and everything. And Mad Boar says, sorry about your friend there. Looks, I suppose as ways to go, that's probably one of the least painful ones.
He knew the risks. And anyone here that doesn't should know them now. As the second one of my companions that I have seen turned to dust by one of those wizards, I am going to squeeze both sides of the next wizard's head so hard that their brain turns to dust. Who's with me? Makes the pose.
I suppose that's quite the sales pitch. I've got a few arrows left in the quiver.
I have many left in mine. I would gladly kill more of these people and their terrible, terrible robots.
You have my shield?
Well, with this new party formed, I guess a mysteriously capable 5, and 2 containers full of dead friend powder. The battle continues for Starfall, but perhaps all hope is not lost as the Technic League is down 3 captains, numerous cell swords and robots, and all over the city. It sounds like the fighting is going well. That you can hear people's voices more than you can hear the robots. As the battle for Starfall continues, and now maybe we'll see more of this next time. Maybe we'll be back to the party over at headquarters. Who knows? But I know that I'm going to bed.
Good night, Sam.
Good night, Sam.
Good night, Sam.
Good night, new
Good night,
friends.
surly junkyard dwarf. Good night, new friends.
Get out of my junkyard.
It's just like 5 possums in a dwarf suit.
Against the machine. Against the machine.
Pot Against the Machine is property of Network Against the Machine LLC, all rights reserved. Pathfinder and the Iron Gods Adventure Path are property of Paizo Publishing. See their website for more details. Theme Against the Machine was written and performed by our own Zach. See the show notes for additional music and sound licensing. If you enjoyed the show, we encourage you to leave us a review.
I'm recording now, but if you were a big fan of Zydeco music, you would have been bummed at my lack of knowledge of it. Just because it starts with a Z doesn't mean I know anything about it. Boop.
That is not where my stat block is. That is. All right, well, that will bring us to the Cavalier Gladiator. And the Cavalier Gladiator is lined right.
Wait, did you skip?
Oh, did I? I
Juro?
did. I did.
Yeah, you did.
I'm always tricked
I was
by.
gonna say, wait a minute, I should be going pretty soon around here.
I'm always tricked when Jeff ends his own turn, and then I don't notice because I don't pay attention.
Oh my God. I have a trait against the Technic League. What have I been doing? Forgot about that. Whatever.
Nerfing.
Oh, do you
yourself.
have the against the Technic League
Weapons. yeah.
actual, like the actual trait? Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Oh, God, it's the Bluesky voice. I can't say well in any other way very easily to start something. I can't. I'm colliding with a wall. My attempted movement collides with at least one wall.